So this reviewer says, quote, I strongly recommend not to anger him because he will cut off body parts and look very hot while doing it, end quote. I mean, yes, finally, some honesty in romance.
Honesty. That's glorifying sociopathy. We're talking about Servant of Earth by Sarah Hawley, listeners, and apparently it's less romantasy and more psych ward field trip with pointy ears.
Oh, lighten up. It's called drama. This isn't your precious Moby Dick, where the biggest thrill is describing whale blubber for 50 pages. This book has fae that are actually scary, not just sparkly tree huggers. It's like Hunger Games, but everyone's way hotter and significantly more stabby.
Let's attempt some structure. The protagonist, Kenna, is described as a half-feral, human servant forced into deadly trials in a brutal fae kingdom ruled by an inventively sadistic king. Standard oppressed heroine fare, wouldn't you say? A bit predictable.
Predictable? She's average looking. That's revolutionary. No, insanely beautiful. Clut stumbling into power here. She's scrappy. Though, okay. Maybe a little bit of a neglected, orphan girly, sasses the powerful dudes trope. But who cares when Lord Callan is strutting around?
Ah yes, Callan, the king's vengeance. The dreamy, dark, ruthless, enigmatic, morally gray as, well, a specimen who, lest we forget, removes appendages as a hobby. You find this appealing?
Appealing? He's the entire reason people are reading this. He's got that tortured bad boy thing down. It's like dating a volcano, dangerous. Yeah, but think of the heat. People online are losing their minds over him. He's not evil. He's just aggressively motivated. Probably had a tough childhood.
He mutilates people, casually. That's not morally gray. That needs immediate incarceration and intensive therapy. What about the other one? Destran, the Fire Prince? Some reviewers find him alluring.
Ook, Dustran, boo, hiss. Boo, as one reviewer so eloquently put it, he's probably one of those nice guys who collects fedoras and calls women females. Slimmy. Callan might chop your hand off, but at least he's honest about being messed up. Dustran probably gaslights you about the thermostat.
And then there's the dagger, Cato. A sentient, troublemaking dagger. People find it endearing, a talking knife.
Cato is the best character. Imagine the gossip that dagger knows. Does it get lonely in the sheath? Does it have opinions on Callan's questionable life choices? I bet it ships Kenna and Callan hard. Does the dagger get its own little spa days? Polishing, sharpening, maybe some aromatherapy.
It's a weapon. Its purpose is likely stabbing, not shipping. This is precisely the kind of absurdity that makes me question the entire genre. So, beyond the character soap opera, is this book actually any good? Or is it just, as the kids say, trauma porn with elves?
Look, the reviewers are split. You've got your, holy shit, this was so good, and screaming this was so good, crowd, my people. Then you've got the ones whining it's just attar, written slightly better, or plot was predictable as hell. Predictable. There are Hunger Games-style death, trials based on magic. Fire, earth, light, void, illusion, blood. It's like Saw meets the Trewizard Tournament.
Yes, the brutality, mutilation, gore, slavery references to non-consensual acts. It's relentlessly grim. One reviewer found the Fae King inventively sadistic. Is this darkness necessary, or just gratuitous shock value masquerading as depth?
It's Fae behaving like actual Fae from folklore, not the sanitized versions. They're cruel, tricky, dangerous. It makes the stakes higher. Although, okay, maybe the descriptions get a bit much. I might have skimmed a torture scene or two, while checking if Callan was nearby looking hot.
Unbelievable. We apparently received an email, likely fabricated by our producer from Brenda from Boys, asking, oh, for heaven's sake, would you date Colin in real life?
Brenda. Great question. Look, honey, if you're into intense loyalty, brooding stares, and a guy who can definitely open that stubborn pickle jar and dismember your enemies, maybe. Just, hide the good cutlery and maybe invest in some Kevlar. And therapy. Lots of therapy? For you and him.
The comparisons are relentless. Akotar Hunger Games, Harry Potter Game of Thrones. Does it carve its own identity, or is it just a Frankenstein's monster of better books? One reviewer DNF'd at 20% because Kenna wasn't cheerful enough while enslaved, and they hated descriptions of clothes.
That person needs help. This book is it's like Mean Girls, if Regina George ran a death cult in Middle-earth. It's messy, it's violent, it's probably bad for you. But you can't look away. It knows exactly what it is, unlike some people who think a whale book is peak fiction.
We are not relitigating Moby Dick. My point stands. This book, Servant.With, is a maelstrom of tropes and trauma. So, the final verdict.
Okay, rating. I give Servant.With 8 severed fingers out of 10. It delivered the dark, stabby fae goods with a side of problematic hotness. Maximum chaos.
I award it 4 out of 7 existential crises prompted by talking weaponry. Its derivative appallingly violent and panders to the worst romantic tropes, and yet the sheer, unadulterated audacity is almost admirable. Almost. It certainly provokes a reaction, unlike your baffling defense of Ahab's monomania.
Oh my God, let the whale go. It's dead.
Join us next week if you dare, when we tackle the underground sensation, My Landlord is a Sentient Pothole and Rent is Due.
You won't want to miss it. This is Roxy Riot.
And Dr. Alastair Finch, reminding you that sometimes the abyss stares back and asks if you like its pointy ears. You're listening to Heart Book Radio.